everybody, this is Shivi here from English Voice Parramatta. We have amazing Pavitra with us. Pavitra Dulal, who is our latest student. She's got 8 each in PTE. Very amazing woman and very brave, I would say. We'll talk more about what her story is. First, I would like to read her scores out. She got listening 83 out of 90, reading is 84 out of 90, speaking is 90 out of 90, writing is 80 out of 90. That's 8 each. Well done, Pavitra.
Thank you.
I would like to talk about a few things about Pavitra. So Pavitra lives here in Sydney and she's got a daughter back in Nepal. And her biggest motivation to crack this test was to bring her daughter here in Sydney. And you know, sometimes, and we've talked about this before, I've been sharing this a lot lately, that sometimes in our life we need a higher purpose, we need a bigger reason to pass the test. If it's just for your PR or if it's just for yourself, then it's very normal that we tend to get a little bit lazy and we kind of procrastinate things. But in Pavitra's case, she was very determined because she really wants her daughter to come here to Sydney. And when you have such a strong desire and commitment, success is something which is bound to come, I believe. And there's a lot of other things Pavitra has done as well. And I also feel that she's got a very strong mindset as well. And the way she thinks, the way she organized everything is brilliant. And we want to hear from Pavitra herself as to what she's been doing lately and how you managed to crack the score, and what would be your encouragement to other students out there. And please, if you can share.
Yeah, thank
Well
you,
done.
Shivi.
No problems.
And I'm really grateful to English Wise and definitely my tutors. I would like to mention their name, Prishika, Gurtaz, and Nidhi as well. And yeah, so it's you guys helped me out. I was practicing on my own as well, but it was something I was lacking with the techniques and all that stuff. So obviously the determination is the first thing. Like you have to be sure that what you wanna get. In my case, like I can recall this. There was one advertisement I watched before, like dream is not the one that you see after you sleep. It's the one that doesn't let you sleep. So for me, that was like, yes. Every time I would feel tired, like, okay, I'm gonna give up today. Like I'm gonna go to bed, and it would still be like 10:30 or something. Oh, I've got 1 more hour, I can still practice. I would remember my daughter's question that when can I come with you? And that definitely encouraged me, and whatever I've done, it is for her better future. And I had to do it for her.
Yeah, beautiful. I just love that. When you have such a strong reason, every time your mind, your body is telling you to give up, this thing comes in your mind and it gives you a push to make it happen. And I would encourage all of you to find that reason, to find that cause as to why you actually want to get it done. You've got to have that big why. And well done. That's something we would love to learn, and I think somewhere we all will find out what our biggest reasons are. Anything else you would like to speak about your preparation, Pavitra, before we jump on the strategies and the techniques?
Yeah, so with the preparation, it's just about like, we have to stop complaining about things in our life. Like, okay, this is not happening this way, or I'm not able to give time, or you just have to prioritize your things. What is your first thing that you want to do in the list? And I always have my to-do list thing. This is my first thing that I'm going to do. And we tend to waste so much time in unnecessary stuff when obviously when people are young, they want to do a lot of different things, going out and this and that. That can wait.
That can wait, yes.
Everything else in your life, that can wait. Obviously, we may die tomorrow, who knows, but the thing is, just die doing good thing first.
Yeah,
no,
which matters.
Which matters. So obviously you have to prioritize your stuff. Like I literally had my goal set in my mind, like I want to finish my degree first. I want to finish my English test, and now I'm doing like NATI course as well. But I had this plan in my head, like these are the things that I want to do first. I even compromised going like out, hanging out with friends or this and that. Every weekend I would work, definitely. And weekend is the only time that you feel like, oh, everyone else is going, let's just go and do it. And I would just trap my mind, no, this is when you have to work and pay your bills.
Wow, that's awesome. So you knew that you have to get back on the track and you cannot wave away from your mission. This is really, really inspirational, and I just love it. And you know, Pavitra was talking about how for the first couple of years you only went to beach twice, and
even now, like until now, if I count, like literally, I've been to beach twice only, and like I never just, I didn't waste time basically. I know you need that relaxing time, but for me it was kind of different. I would find happiness doing something good for others, like doing some voluntary works and services, so that is kind of fulfilling. And I do that. I go to temple every day, and then I play with kids, I do the service there, and that's already giving me so much fulfillment that I don't need to waste my time. Obviously everyone might have different stuff, but your study is your first motivation thing. Like you have to put your study first. That's the purpose of your life.
True. Yeah, no, this is very true for international students. For all of us, we have come here on, you know, a lot of us, most of us have come here on study visa, and you know, that is a priority. And I think thanks for making it very clear. It's not about you don't go to the beach or you don't hang out, you don't have fun. Definitely go for it. But as long as you can prioritize your things first.
Yes.
So you got to know what are the things you have to do first.
Yeah. And you can go, definitely, sorry to interrupt, but not when you've got assignments next day. Free time. Like I've got exam, and then like all my friends are organizing something 2 days before that, then obviously you need to be able to say, no, this is what I need to do first. So if you're hungry, you eat first and then go and buy clothes. So it's literally similar thing. Like you have to think
that's a great
what
example.
is definitely necessary for now. And for me, definitely my daughter is my world. And I could think nothing except her.
I can imagine,
so,
no doubt.
Yeah, that's where I was focused and just did all my studies, and I'm done.
Yeah, she's done. She's applied for her PR. 20 points for PR. It's a big thing. You are a motivation for many women out there. And you know, Pavitra came here in Sydney all by herself, leaving her daughter behind in Nepal. And you know, it was not easy for her for, you know, especially the first 6 months to 1 year. Very tough. And then in those times to, you know, gather yourself and to make sure that you do not, you know, go off the track and you know, just stay on your mission is something I really appreciate. And Pavitra actually worked in a job, and you know, used to work a lot, and you know, paid her fee as well. Many of you guys do that as well, and I really appreciate that, and I would like to acknowledge all of you as well. So there's a lot of hard work that has gone in as well, and Pavitra is someone who has a lot of faith, but at the same time she worked a lot as well. So can you please share how you worked for PTE, or what are the things you did to make this happen?
Yeah, with the PTE thing, like it's a technical exam, so it's not about how much hard work you do. If you're not doing it in the right way, you are not going to get the marks. So it has to be done technically. Like if you have to attempt, like speaking has got, like it's one of the modules like where you have to describe image in certain way, like your voice, the way you speak, fluency. You need to know how you're getting marked. So it's literally like we're kind of used to with the marking system when we are uni students. So when they give you an assignment, they actually give you the marking guide as well. So you literally know what you're going to get tested on and what marks you're going to get for each thing that you include in your assignments. Like we are kind of used to that thing, so we have to make that a habit. So PTE as well, like you know that speaking is going to get marked with like pronunciation, oral fluency, and content as well. So if you know those things, it's not getting, like it's not marking you for your thinking power, how accurate you're going to speak. So why think then? Just don't think, just speak.
Just don't think, just speak. Do the things that matter. Yes, this is something we say again and again, and I think what you are saying, what I can understand is that you're saying first understand PTE, what PTE wants, and then prepare. If you haphazardly preparing for PTE, it's not going to take you anywhere. No. So the first thing is, you know,
you know the exam.
Yeah,
it is definitely a different test. Like all of us, most of us like have done IELTS before, and we know PTE is kind of like a new exam thing. It's obviously been more than 4 or 5 years, I think.
Well, 2 to 3 years.
2 to 3 years, but yeah. So it's a new thing
it's
for most of us.
Yes, still new.
But like we, like we don't try and like what happens is like if your first attempt is not working the way you did, like then try a different way. So you can't expect the different result if you put the same kind of effort, or I did this before, I didn't get the result, and then just don't go that way again.
True.
There is something that needs to be altered or changed, so you have to be careful where you went wrong.
True.
And how you were approaching the exam, what was not working right for you at that time.
Yes. So this is again very much quality of people who are successful. They do not stop and they constantly assess themselves. So they will not worry about why things didn't work. They won't rant about things. They won't complain about why things didn't work. They constantly assess themselves and they see what is it that I need to change. And if something is not working, as Pavitra said, you got to find out that what's working then.
Yeah, so for this example, like for describe image, like the first exam that I took, I wasn't good with speaking scores, but I literally spoke fluently and I was describing everything, but I didn't have my mindset that this is how I'm gonna approach one particular type of diagram. And the second time what I did was I had a dot point. This is my first, I had a plan in my head.
There was a plan.
So even though I was doing pretty much the right thing, I wasn't confident enough because I didn't have my accessories with me to go and like, just if I'm going to cook, I need to know the ingredients first. I have to have them first.
Yes.
So it's similar way, like, because I knew the bullet points. Like I was making 5 points. Like first one is this, and then second, third, fourth is this one, and the fifth one is I'm definitely gonna conclude my graph or my any diagram. So if you don't conclude, like it's kind of how it's an incomplete description of anything.
True.
So it has to have a concluding sentence.
True.
And that's what I changed from my first exam to the one that I got now. Like even I got 7 each first time, but my speaking score wasn't very like good mark compared to any other ones. So that's what I did. I changed, and I was making sure that I was definitely mentioning that to conclude, in conclusion, in all the diagrams that I was describing. So computer understood, because it is a computer. It is programmed in such a way, like if it is made to understand one particular way, it will only understand that
way. Yes.
Because it's not human being. Like if you say something to me, I can interpret and I can still understand your sense what you're trying to say.
True.
But it's computer, it won't.
Yeah, you got to work according to how the computer wants.
Yeah.
And this is the first time someone has shared this, that proper planning needs to be there before you go for the exam. So if you see, when Pavitra did the first attempt and when she did the second attempt, as far as the skill is concerned, there was not much difference. The only difference was the second time she was planned. She exactly knew, she had the dot points, she knew how she is going to structure her speaking and how she's going to speak.
Yeah, and it works for the retail lecture as well. So it just has to be in a planned way.
Well done, Pavitra. I can see you have some points written down here.
Yeah.
I think I'm not sure if you wanna, tell a few things to people out there, something that can help them. That would be great.
Yeah, and I just want to say, like, if you fail once, like obviously I didn't fail. Like people are giving like interviews and like becoming happy even when they get each band 7. But it was just like I wasn't a person who would be happy with that score because I had a bigger goal for me. That is where I want to be. I was almost there, but I couldn't make it. Like that's what I felt, and that's the reason I didn't came on my first attempt. That when I got each band 7, I was like, no, I want to go.
I want to go when I get 8.
Yeah, so that is not the end. You almost feel like giving up, but no one will bother who you are if you give up. You have to stand up and you have to keep working hard until you get that point. Get to the point that you can do it. Definitely.
Lovely. Yeah, that's an awesome thing.
Waking up is a big thing. Like you just fell down and you stand up and you walk again.
True. We all, fall. We all fail. But who gets up?
Yeah, that's a big.
That's a winner. He's a winner. So well done, Pavitra. Thank you so much for your message. We loved having you here, and thanks for such a great story. And the bottom line is find a higher purpose, guys. Find something which really inspires you, which motivates you. And I can guarantee you that you will have that motivation. You will have that kick to go forward and make your dreams come true in PTE or in your personal life, whatever it is. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much, Pavitra, for coming in. Guys, all the best. If you have any questions for Pavitra, please leave your questions in the comment box. We would love to answer them. Thank you so much. Bye.